how do you deal with imposter syndrome in the work environment? Not even just work environment.
Generally.
Just generally with the imposter syndrome.
Wow.
It's tough.
What?
Imposter syndrome is tough. In the sense that imposter syndrome Google type out. Anyway, imposter syndrome for me is like me have gone through imposter syndrome.
Why you've not explained?
See, ataelewa. Story. Imposter syndrome is the feeling of not belonging to something, not worth it or something of that sort. So me, I've gone through imposter syndrome in like this year actually, moving from a media house to somewhere else. It was tricky in the sense that I felt like I didn't belong, because this is a different, yes, it's design, but it's a different dimension of world yenye naweza sema, because I was used to handling the camera, design, at the same time direction and everything else, but nimefika huko I'm just a designer at that point, and I'm like, what do people do here for fun or anything else? In the sense that I had to just do the design, of course captioning and everything else, but just do the design. But I'm not just a designer. Is how I always carry myself. For like 3 months I was just like, what? I'm misplaced. I'm like, every time I design, I'm like, I know I'm a good designer, but I'm like, is this good?
You're second
guessing every time.
Yeah.
So what I just had to build inside me ni ile like, Robert, remember who you are first of all. Second of all, remember there's only one you. Hakuna mtu mwingine mwenye nika Robert. Just me. And then nikaji convinced that actually my work is good. So by the time people were actually giving me compliments like, hey, tumone hii stuff yenyu kwa IG, kwa hii, you're just like,
that was me.
You just, yes, that was me. You're just fortifying whatever I'm feeling. By the I'm like, oh.
You're such a good designer. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Because if ningeacha like instead of them telling me, ningeacha that if you can handle ananiambia before I feel it, I'll be just like, ni Mungu tu. Ni God. Unajua hata ni hizi mark ni kali, zinaweza design peke yao. Instruments tutasema tu hivyo, instruments zao poa.
Equipment.
Hivyo.
That's the word.
Actually ni applications, but I didn't wanna blow your bubble, but wanakuanga na applications poa zinaweza jidesign hivyo. Because if someone tells you before you feel it, you'll always be in imposter syndrome kind of feeling.
Yeah. For me, this is how I experience imposter syndrome. I know I'm smart, but when someone says it, I'm just like, do you know? And then Nikki fail, I'll feel like utanibeba.
Yeah, vibaya.
I thought you were smart, you know.
Like
I thought you did mathematics because you passed mathematics. You see, so it kind of makes me not want to tell people like maybe shule inanilemea.
Yeah.
Because watakuwa zile za
wewe Tracy.
Smart. You get.
Into A+.
Yeah. Hallelujah, Jesus. You see, so I'm always like, I don't want people to know that I'm struggling, especially with school, because not everyone, but people think I'm smart. And then me, I'm here thinking that I'm not smart, and maybe I'm failing in school, so I'm like, ukaambia watu sasa unaonekana mjinga wa kijiji, you know.
Topic of the day.
Yeah, so they're like, kwani unajibebanga, then ulifanya course ushtue kijiji, sasa ndio hiyo una fail kila time ni retake. You get
by the way.
You get. So for me, imposter syndrome, I really try to accept that it's okay to fail. Not everyone passes. It's okay. Juu nakumbuka kuna time nilifail and I'm like, sasa surely why am I failing? Now I tell my friend I have failed, and then they're like, I thought hata ni wewe nilikuwa nataka unisaidie tupite, and then you know, it's so difficult to deal with it. Or maybe in another aspect of my life is when people tell me I am good at what I do. Let's say it's radio presenting. I'm always like,
Kweli na kuna kamene huko nje. Kuna kamene huko
Si kama
nje.
mimi ni mzuri si kamene anione ama si Radio Africa wanipa
Wakupoach.
Mnaweza ni approach mkitaka. Mimi niko free.
Ma contacts mnajitambua.
You know, so when someone tells me I'm good at something, I'm like, no.
Mtu ameruka shule yake.
I don't think I am as good as you are saying it. And so I don't know. Am I handling it? No, I'm not. I just let it eat me up. For the longest time, I've just not believed in my abilities, and it's sad because I know, and you could kutojikubali ndo inafanyanga you don't go an extra mile
For what you do,
to become as good as people think, or to even become better at what you're doing, so that you can exceed people's thoughts or expectations. So it is a barrier for me. So I don't know how to deal with it. Actually, the other day I was googling it and like, Sasa, how do I go about this? I should be earning money.
But what do we say?
But here we are still living at our parents' places.
Amen.
For me, I think before we started talking about it, I had no idea. I've heard all the movies you hear about Imposter Syndrome, but hearing you guys say it, I used to be, I played rugby because mostly I was fast.
Wakimbizi.
Yes. And when I was a kid, other kids used to come from like neighboring places and be like, yo, race now you. Yeah, and
when ulikuwa Usain Bolt.
man, I
Hussein Kamau.
Usain Kamau. But I used to like fast when I like, no man, anaweza nishinda. And I can shinda vile umesema. It makes the other people like,
yeah, they're like, kumbe tu unaweza shindwa.
Yeah. So I used to do that until I think someone told me it's actually good to lose. Sometimes it's good to lose. You understand you understand the problem and then you fix it.
Yeah.
And then when I joined high school and played rugby, and when I told the guys I'm going to do this I'm going to take this like to professional level, I wasn't saying it like, oh, I hope I die, like I'm manifesting. No, I knew I was good. Considering what we had no coach and how we were playing, I was like, I can do this thing. And then when I started doing QS, when I knew I could, as much as I didn't love it, I knew it's not hard.
Yeah.
Anyone can do this. Yeah. And then when we were doing art, every time Robert was like, oh yeah, in Kali. And I'm like, I trust his opinion. It's good.
So you're like, oh, stop it, Robert.
Yeah. No. After like, and
I
then,
will not point out that. I'm not pointing it out.
and then one time I usually do like long walks.
Yeah.
I started.
Usually. Oh yeah. Usually inaonyesha
Frequency.
I
correct
love the
term
stuff.
used.
Mostly like my place and Robert's place, I can walk. It's
When it's far.
45 minutes or 30.
It's not that far, imagine.
Yeah. So I used to.
Most times tumekuja na mat.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I do the walks, I start saying what are the best things like I've done, like the good arts I've done, the compliments people have given me, and I stopped putting myself down. So every time someone tells me, "Yo, you're good," I'm like, "Yeah, I should be." But then the one thing I used to mask my the syndrome was I used to uplift other people. Like if I uplift you and I do badly, and I know you won't be like, you'll try to uplift me also.
Yeah.
So when I'm in like
reverse psychology,
there's this job I was in, and people like, oh man, I can't get this. I'm like, yo, you're the best. Yeah,
you're the shit.
Yeah. I go and ask other people like, unaweza fanya hii? So like, you gotta take time. Take your time. Tuko hapa. And then when they do it, and another time I have an issue like
they will be there. You can do it.
So when you asked about how do you deal with it, there's this fighter. I watch mixed martial arts. This fighter by the name Israel Adesanya.
I thought it's UFC.
Yeah, it's UFC. Yeah.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it the
yeah,
same?
it's the
Yes.
same thing. Oh.
He always says this. He always gasses himself
Yeah.
up before a fight.
Mm.
He was asked, "Why do you do that?" He said, "If I lose, if I gas myself up,
Yeah.
I know I have to win."
Oh, nice.
Yes, and yeah, if I lose, I'll be the laughing stock. So I have to win. Yeah, it's you put the pressure on yourself, but it's a pressure you can handle. So if you go like, I know there are things people say you can do everything, but sometimes reality hits you, and you know it's not all. So you try to like you see. First, let me reach this place, and then we can talk about the other place. So you know, you think for imposter syndrome, when you sit there and tell yourself, "I'll be a millionaire," you all want to be that way.
Who doesn't though?
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah.
Billion, yeah.
And
Billion, yes.
and everyone will be like, you can do it, but there's a creeping feeling that tells
Yeah.
There's that voice.
Yeah,
The snail in your
Like,
head.
you crazy, relax, you're in Kenya.
But then once it does, but when you see people actually believe in you, you start saying, okay, let me get fast to the 10,000 mark, and then
We can talk about
I can set myself from there, and then you go doing that. I think the thing is, you always know you can do the best of you. So no, if people say you're down, sometimes laugh it off. Yeah, but there's some things when people tell you like, I can't, if my kid draws badly, and I'm like, I don't know, but it's one of the things I don't know how I'll be able to deal with. Like, look, Daddy, look at this drawing. I'm like,
na mistake tu.
Na tunalipa school fees.
but but
Kwa niseme chini ya shule basi.
but yeah, but my little sister started drawing because she saw me drawing. The first drawings were pathetic, but due to me seeing her effort, I continued. Now when she draws, I actually know what this is. Yeah, like from far, I'm like, this is good. And
So have a support system.
yeah. Have a support system.
People who believe in you 100%.
Yeah, but
Kabisa.
but remember, you are the first support. If
You're
you
greatest
gas me up,
cheerleader.
Yeah, if you gas me up and I'm down,
Hakuna kitu ita happen.
you're gassing like there's no gas, man. It's
Na
expensive.
pump hewa. Oh, economy.
Beautiful. Nyinyi wote leo ni kama mko kwa
Man, yeah, like
spitting gems. It's okay.
like sage mode, man.
Na kengine na float. So we're gonna end it end it there.
Yeah.
Sign off.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.